All right, y'all, continuing with our Topps Rack Pack box theme. We've done 2 rack packs from our 86 Topps Rack Pack box that just came Monday. We just did 2 videos on 87 Topps Rack Packs, one each video from the box. So guess what? We're up to 1988 Topps. We're going to do 2 videos, 2 rack packs, one in each video. So this will be video 1 of 2, pack 1 of 2. And like the 87 box, be sure to check out those 2 videos. Pulled some great cards. We're getting low. We are getting low. Looks like we've got... Okay, we're going to have 6 more rack packs in this box after we do these 2. Alright, so unlike the 86 and 87 Topps, where you get 48 cards, the 88 Topps rack packs, you get 42 cards, plus 1 special glossy all-star card, and it looks like we got Wade Boggs. Nice. Definitely take that. On the back, looks like we've got a Necro Brothers card. All right, real quick, y'all, let's see what we're looking for. Rookies for the 88 set. We're looking for Ellis Burks, 40 cents. Matt Williams, 75 cents. Ken Caminiti, $2. And Tom Glavine, or I guess it's Tom Glavine. One of my subscribers corrected me. So Tom Glavine, I always want to say it phonetically, Glavine, but it's Glavine, apparently. $3. Made the Hall of Fame in 2014. Here's our 100 cards. Also looking for those. Would really love to get that Don Mattingly, but you know what? My favorite player, Alan Trammell, I've only pulled 1 of his cards in any of the packs, and that went up on my portrait on the wall that holds my Alan Trammell cards. So I'd love to pull another one. We've pulled a couple Mattinglys already. Here's our list of glossy all-stars. It looks like that Wade Boggs is going to be worth 50 cents. Very nice on that. We're not doing super jumbo packs, so we don't need to worry about glossy rookies. And then we've got some error cards. So we're looking for the record breaker cards of Mark McGwire, Eddie Murray. We're looking for the Al Leader error and corrected card. We're looking for this checklist. There's an error and corrected version. And then the Keith Comstock. We're looking for that. The error is the Padres is in white. The corrected, it's in blue. All right. Very good. Let's take a look. See what we can find in pack number 1. Got my scissors so we don't have to sit here and fight with the pack. Those error cards, I believe I've got the I have both copies of the record breakers, which is pretty cool. I do not... Yes, I've got both copies of the record breakers. I've got both copies of the Al Leiter. I believe I have both copies of the checklist, although I could be wrong. If not, I've got just the corrected. I only have the corrected version of the Keith Comstock. So it'd be cool to pick up something else. All right, let's get these cards work through. These corners are looking great. Cards are looking great. Slight bend to them, but nothing really to write home about. You can see that bend right there. Here's that 1987 All-Star American League Team glossy card of Wade Boggs. That's awesome. We'll take that. This is going to be a single asterisk version. Very nice. All right, we've got Chuck Krim, Chet Lemon, Terry Kennedy, Reed Nichols. Man, this is my favorite set. 88 Topps. 10 years old when back in 1988, I remember buying wax packs. Dave Stieb, manager of the Texas Rangers at the time, Bobby Valentine. There's Argina Salazar, Thad Bosley. Nice. Darryl Strawberry. We'll take that card for sure. I believe that's 100. Nope, they gave him card 710. But that's awesome nonetheless. We'll put it up there for sure. Love Darryl Strawberry. Rance Mullinex. Tom Brookins. Daryl kept himself alive, too. Can't say that for some of the other guys, unfortunately. Steve Bedrosian, Lee Lacy, Bob Sebra, Gene Nelson, Cecil Cooper, Bill Wegman, Ron Karkovice, Bob Walk, Ron Ronick, Bill Schroeder. Oh, we pulled his 87 Topps card and put him on the stand for having such a great last name. So there you go, Bill. Thanks for having such a great last name. Manager of the Atlanta Braves at the time, Chuck Tanner, Bill Landrum, Gino Petrelli, Marvell Wynn, Gary Lucas, Joaquin Andujar, Greg Matthews, Eddie Williams, Phil Garner, Guy Hoffman, the New York Mets leaders with Gary Carter and maybe Kevin McReynolds over here. Not certain, but definitely Gary Carter. And very good on that. Let's put him up there. The Pittsburgh Pirates leaders. Oh, this is a good card. Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla. That's an awesome card there for the Pirates leaders. There is 87 Record Breakers card of Benny Santiago. Very nice on that Benny Santiago. Got a subscriber that loves him, so we'll put it up there. Oh, there we go. Well, we didn't get card number 320, Alan Trammell's base card, but there is his American League All-Star, second best card. We'll take it. Very nice on that. Alan Trammell, my favorite player, always front and center. There's Rick Honeycutt, Mike Lloyd. There's the Chicago White Sox leaders with Harold Baines and Carlton Fisk. Very awesome on that card. We'll put it up there. There's Jeff Ballard, Jerry Royster. Turn back the clock to 1963 with Stan Musial. What a great classic player he was. He deserves a spot on the stand. And then 87 Record Breakers card of the Necro Brothers, Phil and Joe. Card number 5. Very nice on that. All right, folks, there we have it. Let's see what we picked up. Well, we got the White Sox leaders card with Harold Baines and Carlton Fisk. Very nice. The New York Mets leaders with Gary Carter and I believe Kevin McReynolds, but don't quote me. Somebody I'm sure will correct me. Got Darryl Strawberry, always a favorite of mine. Over here, we picked up Turn Back the Clock to 1963 with Stan Musial, legend. 87 Record Breakers and subscriber favorite, Benny Santiago. There's the Pittsburgh Pirates leaders with Barry Bonds and Bobby Bowe. And picked up Bill Schroeder. Phenomenal last name, so we gave him some credit. Center stand, Alan Trammell. My favorite player right there. Nice long career with the Detroit Tigers. That's the only team he ever played for. American League All-Star. Really happy about that. And also really happy about picking up this 87 All-Star Team glossy of Wade Boggs. Prayers go out to him as he announced he's cancer-free. And hopefully he stays that way. All right, folks, that was video 1 of 2, packs 1 of 2. 1988 Topps. 42 card rack pack opening from the box. All right, y'all, thanks for watching and stay tuned for video 2 of 2 coming up next.